Hey everyone, it's Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another apartment renovation. Today I'm renovating 17 Culpepper House in the Spice District of San Mysuno, and this is going to be a pastel goth inspired apartment. This is a style I've tackled once before in a tiny house a couple of years, actually might have been last year. Not super long ago, but it's one I really enjoy because I really like the goth aesthetic. But I also think adding more of a pastel vibe to it is super cute. And if you were curious what pastel goth is, instead of me attempting to explain it, I'm going to read you a definition offline because I'm really bad at explaining things. But it's a result of mixing goth or grunge with sweet pastel elements of kawaii or kawaii aesthetic. And there's also sometimes a touch of bohemian chic. So basically, I'm going for a very dark vibe in here with pops of pastels, and a lot of the references I was seeing in both interiors as well as clothing, most of those pastels were light pinks. And so I definitely highly leaned into that color, and I just think it came out really cute. We have some really beautiful wallpapers and furniture pieces that I think lent themselves to this concept. I used a lot of the paranormal stuff pack, and so it's very pink and black. So if that is not something you enjoy, you're probably not going to like this apartment. There are a couple of other colors. I have some like pastel blues incorporated in here and a few other things. And one of the new beds from high school years has basically a pastel goth swatch to it. It's like a princess bed and it has like pastel skulls on it. It is so cute and so perfect. And I was very excited to use it in this build because I haven't really gotten a chance to yet. But we are starting on the kitchen here. I definitely knew I wanted to use this wallpaper. So we're trying to make it work right now and trying to make these countertops work, and I changed things so many times in this kitchen. I had to cut some of it out because it just took so long to figure out, but I love the checkered tile I used in here, and I didn't end up using this fridge, but I used the one from the, oh my goodness, what is it called? The Country Kitchen Kit, which is also a similar style of fridge. It's a little bit more older style, but the color of the pink swatch is a little bit less vibrant, and I felt like it matched the vibe I was going for just a little bit better. Anyway, if you do like this apartment and you would like to download it, I will make sure to upload it to the gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You can also find it under the hashtag MissGryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below as well. So for the curtains in this area, I decided to layer a couple of different things. I'm using the new like curtain rod piece that we got with the Desert Luxe kit. And then the blinds I'm using on the windows are from the My First Pet stuff. And then the curtains are from Paranormal. I think they pair together so nicely. I love the beads on the curtains, but having a little bit of extra coverage with the blinds. And of course, I love the curtain rod. I'm just so happy to finally have that. Obviously, it blends in nicely with the existing one from Desert Luxe, but you can just kind of put it across spaces and tuck curtains into it like I did here to utilize it with any curtains you want. And I'm just so happy to have it. It's one of my favorite items. I did add my cutting boards in here because they are necessary in pretty much every build. And then I really wanted to break up the black in here by having a clear table instead of having another solid color, and a lot of wood tones just weren't working. So I did use that table from Get Famous. That's one of my favorite ones. I just really love that style. And these chairs from high school years I thought were really pretty with these subtle white stripes. And then we just have a little side table over here. And I'm trying to incorporate some more color with these lights, but I do get rid of them in the end. I just really wanted to incorporate a little bit more blue, but this is not the style I wanted to go with. So they do disappear. I end up getting chandeliers in here from Vampires, I think. And they look so good. I was really, really happy with that decision. There's just a bunch of decor pieces that over time I'm like, oh wait, no, we need to include this. So I do go back and just add things as I find them. But we do have this little record player over by the window. And I believe the other thing I end up having up here is not this stack of books. I do get rid of that. We end up having the skull that's in like a cloche from Vampires over here because that just fits the vibe. I really wish we had like a human skull with like flowers on it. That's kind of what I really wanted to put in this space. Those things are so pretty, and it's so cool to see that kind of decor currently available in a lot of stores like Home Goods and places like that because it is the month of October. It is the Halloween season, and I love decor like that. I think it is so pretty, and I dare to say it's kind of my aesthetic, which it's interesting that so many people, when I say that, find that very surprising, but I've always really loved that. And so this kind of apartment is totally up my alley. Maybe not so much the pink, although I have grown to appreciate pink a lot more as I've gotten older. But I probably wouldn't have this much pink in my home ever. But here is that cloche that I had mentioned. And I'm trying to figure out getting a candelabra or something in here. But then I found these beautiful chandeliers. I put them in the black swatch. And I just think they look so, so nice. I really, really like them in here. They're just like the little pop I was looking for. And then I'm trying to figure out some more paintings. I do end up moving that closet out of the way as well, getting a collection of like paintings and stuff that look a little bit more ornate and have a variety of colors. So I'm just moving some of these around. I wasn't really sure where I wanted to put them. So just gonna keep moving stuff and then trying to figure out a rug. I tried so many different ones. I had to cut out a lot of footage of just rugs. I could not figure out what I wanted this space to look like, but I kept in a little bit of it so you could kind of see the process. But I tried so many other ones before I got to what I ended up using in the end, which I'm pretty sure is this one, which is just a base game rug scaled with tulle. You know, everything else was standing out too much. I liked how this was a similar tone to the floor, so that's what I ended up going with. And then this beautiful mirror from the Werewolves pack. I love it so much. The crescent moon, the crystals, the trailing plants. It's just stunning and perfect and beautiful, and I needed to use it in here, so I of course did. And then over on this wall I decided to have some bookcases, and in the center I actually end up having a, oh my goodness, what is the word I'm looking for? I ended up having a desk over there, which is a little one from Paranormal I'll be placing in a little bit. And I just think it ends up being such a cozy little space. I really, really enjoy all of the decor in here. I also really enjoy the little doll that I put on the couch. She's from Paranormal. I just couldn't find the like sort of creepy doll, well, creepy vibes I wanted with the skulls fully, but I thought that doll looked so cute in here. I really like her. She also kind of reminds me of Coraline, so I had to include that. I also have this urn over here, which is the perfect colors. I looked through the other swatches, but none of them matched the way that that one did. It was just way too perfect for this space. And then I'm just trying to add some more flowers and stuff in the kitchen space. I also end up adding like a little statue up here that is like an angel. I think it's from Vampires. I did scale it down. We'll be getting that a little bit later. But here is that desk that I had mentioned. It's so cute. I was very unsure on what color I wanted to make it though, because the pink blends into the wall nicely. The white is a nice contrast. Like, it was just difficult. But this is the bed. Do you see this? This is perfect for this apartment. It was beyond perfect. I needed to use it, so of course I did. I don't think there's a better bed you could use for this aesthetic. Obviously, you could use like a plain black one or something, but that one was just so cute and exactly what I needed. And since I haven't been able to use it yet, it was just really exciting for me. But we'll get to that a little bit later. I haven't really gotten to the bedroom yet. I just wanted to place that down. We're still out here in the living room trying to add some more decorations here. I did use this little dresser from high school years. I thought it looked quite cute. And I wanted to have a like side table over here to put under all of these paintings that I put together. It's like a collage from a couple of different packs. And this chair, oh my gosh, this vampire's chair. I never use this, but it's so pretty. I mean, I did use it back in the day when I had a vampires let's play. This was Rebecca's chair, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, but it's so nice and it's the perfect swatch. So I was excited to add that. And then I also added this bat toy, which I thought was really cute. And it's very sweet and adorable, and I was going for that mixed with like some darker vibes, and I just thought it worked quite nicely. I also ended up using this chair over here from my wedding stories. It's supposed to be like a wedding chair, you know, with the flowers on the back, but it worked so nicely. It was a black chair with pink flowers, so I had to use it. And then I wanted to have one more item over here. What did I grab? I thought about using the like glass things full of ghosts from Paranormal, but it looks like I used the melted candles instead. And then I used the candy jars over in the kitchen. I really like these candy jars. I sometimes forget they exist, but they are such a cute piece of clutter. And I just thought that they worked really nicely in that space. And oh, here is that little statue I was talking about. It's like a little fairy of some sort, I think. But I thought it was really, really pretty. And I did end up using this gate from Debug in the bedroom. It's so cool. I thought I was going to use it as sort of like a headboard, but I didn't do that in the end. It actually ends up being where the dresser and stuff is, which I think worked a lot better. So I'll be rotating everything here shortly, but I just still can't get over how perfect this bed is. The pinks, the blues, the skulls. Oh, it's just so nice. I don't typically like this style of bed, like the style of the headboard and stuff, but this swatch just made me so happy. So yeah, just trying to figure out what I want the bedside tables and stuff to look like. I decided to go for this like light beigey cream color because that is what the headboard is. So I just trying to match it to that. And then I got a couple of bedside tables in here. I really love when we get to where the dresser is over on the wall with that gate, how perfectly the mirror fits in below the curve in the center. You'll see what I mean here shortly, but it just made me very happy. It was very pleasing. And it feels like it was just meant to be over there. I'm trying a couple of dressers first before we get to what we actually use, because I wasn't sure what I was going for. I just wanted to experiment, but it works out in the end, and I figured it out, and I think it was perfect. So I used this one from Parenthood, and look at the mirror. It's just perfectly fitting under that little curve in the middle. It looks like it's meant to be there, and so it stays there. And I do play around with Tool a little bit later, because right now at some angles the fencing on the gate is disappearing, so I will fix that. But first I'm just adding a cushion over on this little couch piece. It's like a concrete or stone piece that's supposed to be outside, but I thought it was pretty cute and the correct style. So I added a little pink cushion up there. That's actually one of the meditation stools from the spa day pack. I just rotated it with Tool and put it up there so it would, look like there's a little bit of comfort on the stone seat in here. So that was the idea there. And then just trying to figure out some more artwork for this wall because it's very empty. I think this is what I ended up going with, and we just got some candles on either side. This is a really pretty painting from Dream Home Decorator. And then I just wanted to get a little bit more decor up here. So I got this little vase, which I think is quite cute. That one's also from the My Wedding Stories pack. I think the flowers in that are just so stunning. And then this one's a little bit weird. We don't have very many skulls in the game, but we do have this one of some kind of creature from Star Wars. I can't remember what it is. And so I tucked it into the wall. So it's a little bit odd. Maybe this sim like Star Wars, or maybe you just see that and you're like, that is a skull. That is an animal head. And that was kind of the vibe there. Anyway, in here, I am working on the bathroom. I got this pink paneling, which I think looks really pretty. The matching tile for the kitchen is in here, the like tiled floor. I think it's so pretty, the checkered pattern. And then I'm trying to figure out, a mirror and sink and figuring out the layout. It did take me a while to figure out how I wanted to lay this out because it felt awkward no matter how I put it. But I do figure it out in the end, and I think it does look nice. I just was really stuck for a while on how to decorate this bathroom. Do you see what I mean by it? It just looks a little bit off, a little bit awkward. So I did tuck some stuff in the corners. We do have a plant over here. I believe we have that shelving unit over there as well. A little laundry basket from Beast Game. And actually, I think we end up swapping that out for a real laundry basket because in the entry hallway, I do have space in the end for some washing machines. So I decided to do that instead. And then I changed out the sink here, and I think it just ends up coming out really cute in the end, even though I was very unsure for a while. It did end up working out, and I like the fluffy round rug as well. I feel like when I was a kid, that was like the dream, to have a circle fluffy rug in my own bathroom. That is not ever what I achieved, but maybe someday it will be. I also got a pile of clothes over here in the corner, which I thought was quite cute. I really like that item from high school years. That one just has a lot of nice clutter for any build, particularly for teenagers, but really for any build, there's a lot of cute stuff with that. And I don't know what I'm looking for here. Obviously, I'm looking for something. I wanted some more decor. Oh, I wanted a basket to put up here, and all of that ends up going away. But the basket ends up on top of the toilet, but the towels on top of that laundry basket go away because I wanted a functional laundry basket. You can see now that I am about to grab the laundry machines because I realized when you first enter the house, there is this little nook over here. And I thought it would be perfect for laundry. So just adding that in now and then getting the last couple of decorations before we head on into screenshots. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you so very much for watching. Enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.